Have you ever wondered why some of the world's fastest growing economies are suddenly worried about not having enough workers? It sounds strange, right? Asia, the land of booming cities, massive populations, and relentless development, is facing a workforce crisis that no one seems to be talking about. But the truth is, this silent storm is already brewing, and its impact could reshape the future of the global economy. In countries like Japan and South Korea, the crisis is already visible. Shrinking birth rates and aging populations are creating severe labor shortages. In Japan, nearly 30% of the population is over 65. That's almost 1 in 3 people. And with fewer young people entering the workforce, companies are struggling to fill positions, not just in high-skilled industries, but even in basic services like retail and healthcare. But this isn't just about aging. Let's talk about China, a country that once seemed to have an endless supply of workers. Today, due to decades of the one-child policy and changing family values, China's workforce is shrinking for the first time in modern history. By 2035, the country is expected to lose around 70 million working-age adults. That's the equivalent of the entire population of France just disappearing from the labor market. Meanwhile, in Southeast Asia, countries like Thailand and Vietnam are also starting to see the early signs of this shift. Urban migration, education gaps, and changing job expectations mean fewer people want to do traditional labor-intensive work. Everyone wants a better job, but the economy still relies heavily on sectors like manufacturing and agriculture, where workers are now in short supply. This crisis is more than just a numbers game. It's also about mindset. Many young Asians today are more educated than ever before, which is a good thing. But with higher education comes higher expectations. Young graduates often reject low-paying, physically demanding jobs, even if those jobs are vital to keeping the country running. And without enough support or incentives to enter these fields, entire industries are now under pressure. So what does this mean for the rest of the world? A lot, actually. Asia isn't just a major labor supplier, it's also a global manufacturing powerhouse. If factories in Asia can't find enough workers, that slows down production. If service industries collapse under workforce shortages, that affects tourism, healthcare, and beyond. This crisis doesn't stop at Asia's borders. It's a global issue in the making. Governments are trying to act. Some are investing in automation. Others are changing immigration policies to bring in foreign workers, and a few are encouraging people to have more children, with incentives, financial aid, even romantic matchmaking apps backed by the state. But none of these solutions offer a quick fix. Demographic changes take decades to reverse. Here's the real question: why isn't this being talked about more? We hear a lot about AI, climate change, and political instability. But a shrinking workforce can be just as disruptive. It touches every industry, every country, and every future plan we make. If you're watching this, it means you're part of the global conversation. And that matters. Understanding this silent crisis is the first step toward facing it. So next time you hear someone say, "There are too many people," remind them, in some places, the real problem is that there aren't enough. If this video gave you a new perspective, why not subscribe to the channel? We dive deep into topics that others overlook, and your support helps keep this conversation going. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone curious, and let's rethink the future together.